artists, creatives, and designers. Welcome to dreamaloudart, y'all. First and foremost, I have to give a huge shout out to my Respect the Artists fam. Big shout outs to them and my IG fam, Instagram, who has come through and has embraced this new stage of YouTube, because I've circulated videos on Instagram, absolutely, and now we're transitioning into YouTube. The movement is super real. And for those that do not know, make sure you click the links that are in my description and join the Respect the Artist fam. It is the fastest growing #1 artist community. I'm telling you, we're coming through with the fire. So let's go ahead and just dive into things. We're gonna talk about artist confidence. Let me tell you something right now. This is a subject that so many people have grazed over. That's because people don't seem to, people in general, all right? People in general, they don't seem to grasp the beauty, the glory, the contribution that creatives bring to this world. Creativity is something that is so necessary, yet in another conversation or in another context, it is undermined. How does this make any sense? We're not gonna dive too deep into that because I could go on. I could go on, trust. But what I will say is that we will expand on how you can become more courageous as a creative. Today, we're gonna talk about the courage of creativity and what you can do. 3 things that you can do to stand more in your truth of being a creative. So the first thing we have is realizing that there's no one else like you, and that is your superpower. You are an individual, unique in your being. What you contribute, what you create, what you put together and present is something that only you have the power to do. No one else can do it like you. Stand up, plant both feet firmly in the ground, and stand in your truth for who you really are. Now, a lot of artists are still trying to figure that out. Life is about the journey. You will not reach a point where you just completely 100% know yourself. You can know yourself and still be on that path of self-discovery. So the very first thing that you can do is embrace your uniqueness. That is your superpower. The second thing that you can do to be more courageous as a creative is to present your artwork. It is a challenge for a lot of artists to create and feel confident in presenting their artwork because they feel the judgment is going to come. They feel and they tell themselves these stories for whatever it is that they're feeling. And they tell themselves enough stories to shut the whole thing down before even presenting themselves. It's kind of like when you may like someone. You know where I'm going with it. You may like someone. You have feelings for someone. And you will create a whole story in your mind as to why you and that person cannot actually sit, talk, have a conversation, and you can't flourish because you've told yourself a whole story and you shut the whole operation down before you even try. That is what I know a lot of artists experience out here. Do not do yourself that injustice. Again, stand firmly in what you've created and present it. Be mindful of who you're presenting it to. I will say that too. Watch out for the trolls, etc. You can present your artwork to one person. A lot of artists create artwork just for themselves, like a journal, and that's fine too. I respect that. But you can present your artwork, your creation, to someone who you know is not going to judge you harshly, someone you love, somebody you care for, somebody who you value their feedback. These are the first steps that you can take to gain more confidence in what you've created. The third thing that you can do to be more courageous as a creative is to practice, practice, practice. practice. Hone in on your craft. Your craft is a beautiful one. And trust me, it would be hard to find someone who loves artwork more than myself and more than our family at Respect the Artist. Once again, click the link in the description so you can learn more about Respect the Artist. Join our artist community because this is where we cheer each other on. This is an ad-free, troll-free, and judgment-free zone. So make sure you do that and learn more about Respect the Artist. When it comes to practicing, I want you to envision doing something extremely simple. Let's take this pen, for example, okay? Drawing a line, one steady line. I actually did this. I practiced this, so don't say anything negative. I practiced this. Draw a line. Just draw a line, one line, and continuously draw that line until you get steady with it, until you are very precise. When you do this, you will gain more confidence, not just drawing the line, but you're going through a particular motion and you're getting more confident and you are gaining more courage to stand in your truths until you, air quotes, perfect your craft. Air quotes because there is no such thing as perfect, but I'm using perfect in the sense of precision. You will gain more confidence, and when you gain more confidence, you are more courageous as a creative. So those are 3 things that you can do to stand in your truths and be more courageous with your creativity. Courage is powerful. Not everyone is standing in their truths when it comes to being a creative. This is where you come in. This is where you're different. You were built in a unique and individual, fantastic way. Embrace that. Mwah, I love all of y'all. Once again, make sure you click the links in my description, subscribe to this channel, and give us a nice, lovely like. And leave some comments because I'd love to know what else is on your mind and the challenges and triumphs that you have had as a creative so I can expand on that in my future videos. Love y'all. Peace, peace from here to the Far East.
What's good, everybody? This is Freed, aka Call Center TV. You can find me on Respect the Artist, the #1 fastest growing artist community, an ad-free, troll-free, judgment-free private community. And what I love about RTA is the energy, the positive energy. It's very much light energy that's encouraging and nurturing, and it really makes you want to come back for more. So get the app. RTA stands for Respect the Artist.